Hello, welcome to Metronous Academy. How difficult to guess are these accents? Well, let's have a look. An American guess 6 different English accents. Let's
Today,
go.
I'm going to incorrectly guess 6 people's countries based on their nationality.
I had a South African Budapest.
Why do you sound like the guy from last time?
Betty Botter bought some butter.
Betty Botter bought some butter.
During Christmas, it's really hot where I'm from.
Same.
What? Wait a minute. See, now it's getting more confusing, not less confusing.
Well, one of them sounded clearly English, and I would say Northern because she said bought instead of but for B-U-T. So, like, that's a Northern English accent, I suppose. But let's see. I don't know. I didn't check the flags, to be honest. I could have. Great detective right there.
Today, I'm going to incorrectly guess 6 people's countries based on their nationality. I'm not very confident. I have no strategy. This is going to be pure vibes because I think a lot of times, like, all of us don't live in our respective countries. So I think a lot of us, including myself, we all have like kind of fake accents or have like flattened our accents. I don't know
No, you sound 100% American.
who behind me is actually going to like full out do their accent or not. So I'm just hoping that they don't have their accent flattened and then maybe I can guess it from there. But I'm not very confident at all. I can't turn around, right? That's so tough because I want to look at people. It's odd. Okay, so person 1, what did you eat for breakfast today?
I had oats.
You had oats.
Yeah,
Okay.
oatmeal.
Anything in the oats? It feels kind of plain.
Raisins. Some people don't like raisins, but yeah.
That sounds pretty good. All right, good one. Anything else?
Coffee, black coffee.
I mean, she sounds American. I didn't even check the flags, but to me, she sounds American.
Coffee? Americano?
Yes.
I figured. Okay, got it. Okay. It has to be. It can't be hot. Okay, understood. Good choice. Okay, how about number 2?
I had yogurt and banana.
Wait, what is it?
Yogurt.
Okay, yogurt and banana. Okay.
Is she native?
Was that on purpose, the J, or was that to like throw me off?
Yeah, sorry, that was on purpose.
All right. Understood. All right, number 3.
I had a piece of fruit.
You had a piece of fruit?
I wish they didn't speak quietly, though. That shouldn't be like, if the accent should be the accent, right? You know what I mean? Don't speak quietly, come on.
Anything else?
No.
Well, I gotta know what kind.
Ooh, the way she said no. Wait.
I had a piece of fruit.
You had a piece of fruit? Anything else?
No.
No.
I gotta know what kind of fruit now. Fruit's expensive here.
I had a pear.
Okay.
A pear, so of course it's non-rhotic, so what that does, non-rhotic accent already, with that intonation, could mean England, South Africa, Australia, Kiwi. Now, we don't have enough to, I don't think there is, yeah, that didn't sound Kiwi to me, so it's either, is she Australian?
Okay. Oh, those are good though. Oh, I should get one of those. All right. Number 4.
Coffee.
That was way too soft, girl.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm losing my voice. I had coffee this morning.
Oh no. Okay.
Do you want to know what kind?
Sure. Yeah.
Well, that makes it so much harder, though, now that she's got a reason to speak like this. Guess my accent. At that point, you would say Sicilian. You know what I mean? Johnny, I promised your mother to protect you, and you do this to me. That's like, you lose your voice. Default to Sicilian.
I had an iced vanilla latte.
Iced vanilla latte. You sound like ASMR.
Thank
She
you.
does.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're losing your voice. Okay, got it. All right. Next.
I had the yogurt and the coffee. And that's
Coffee.
it. Cappuccino.
Cappuccino.
Cinnamon on top.
Ooh.
Top.
Wait, that sounds so
She has the top, not tap, top. So yeah, she's English.
English.
Oh,
All
it
right.
was. It was very nice.
Guys are making me hungry. Damn. All right. Last but not least.
I had a South African Budapest in a hot dog bun, a couple of mandarins, and a black coffee.
Why do you sound like the New Zealand guy from last time?
New Zealand? No, that's not New Zealand. No. Unless I'm completely wrong, but to me that sounded Scottish.
I have no idea what I said.
You sound so.
But I had a South African Budapest. Did you not hear me?
If it's not, if it's not,
It was delicious.
It's delicious.
if it's not the same guy, I'm gonna feel like such a jerk later. I already know I'm gonna feel like the biggest D-bag on the planet, but like it's fine. All right, New Zealand. That's That's my one guess.
African buttermilk. No, no.
Is he?
I like how he leaned on South Africa too to try to get me as far away from it.
I did have a South African buttermilk. It was actually quite. I don't normally eat them for breakfast, but today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you were being dead ass after?
No, I'm not lying. That's exactly what I ate. I ate 3 mandarins, South African buttermilks.
I thought you were just trying to like
coffee.
throw me off.
No, not throwing you.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you know, people do play games, so that's why. All right. Cool. It all sounds very good. You guys are making me hungry. New Zealand.
Is he?
And then honestly, for the first person, I leaned a bit on Canada, but I'm not entirely
Actually
sure.
could be
The person
because-
directly behind me.
Because that's the thing. Sometimes I have trouble differentiating. I don't know if it's the same with you, but sometimes I have trouble differentiating Canadian accent with some American accent. Of course, if it's like with someone from Texas, it's completely different. But if it's, unless they say sorry, because if they go into sorry, I'm sorry, then yeah, it's Canadian. But like there are a few words that sound Canadian, and then everything else to me sounds like a general American sometimes. So that's problematic.
I lean on British or Welsh, but I'm not entirily sure. The
Wow.
rest is uncertain. Especially because poor you, I can barely hear you. So it's,
Yeah.
it's not your fault at all. It's just gonna be a little harder.
Do another round.
No, oh,
We know why she doesn't have a voice. Self-inflicted.
Pronounce words.
Arch nemesis of the vocabulary.
let's just go 1 through 6 rather than pointing at you all. Can you all say pen?
Pen.
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 Pen. Pen.
Minimally. Because I know like pan is the kind of like BS that you might sometimes
I don't think any is a Kiwi, because that would have sounded different. It would sound like pin.
hear in like the Australia, New Zealand region, but not
Australia, I don't
always.
know.
That didn't help that much.
No.
Okay, fish and chips?
Yeah.
Fish and chips.
Fish and chips.
Fish and chips.
Fish and chips. Fish and chips.
Fish and chips.
I know the secret
Hmm.
American is 100% gonna say aluminum wrong, but go ahead.
Aluminium.
Yeah.
Right.
Aluminium.
Aluminium.
Aluminum.
Now I feel like you're BSing. That like long pause.
Aluminium.
Aluminium.
Yeah, honestly, if it's against the accent, if this was me, I wouldn't been like, these are the rules, guys. So if it's against the accent, you should say it in the most natural way that you normally would for that accent. That's how it works. Am I right? Or am I losing my mind here?
One more time.
Aluminium.
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 Aluminum. Aluminium.
She did say aluminum,
Get the
but
confidence on that second go, huh? You are definitely not American. That is what we know for number 3. It cannot be. That pause was too strong. How about butter?
Butter.
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 Butter. Butter.
Butter.
oh, she did say butter instead of butter. Like I would have. Maybe she's not from the north then.
This is very difficult. All right, how about here?
Here.
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 Here. Here.
Here.
Yeah, the one who said here, she's Australian. I would say here. So here.
It's very, very hard. I still think Canada won. Somebody said pan over here, which makes me think gotta be Australia. One like over in this area. I still think you're definitely not American. That's all I know. You could be the secret American, and you're very clearly from New Zealand. It's weird when you can't see the people. Like the last guy had it a lot easier because he was able to look at how people move their mouths. And like for me, a big
Sure,
part of
I mean,
knowing
I
where
can
they're
see
from
that.
is watching their mouth move. Because some like countries I see
Sure.
more bottom teeth speakers and more top teeth speakers.
Yeah,
So
she's
if I
right.
could like watch the mouth move, this would be so much easier.
Hard mode.
One first. I might need a moment and have you do it twice. So can you go first?
Betty Butter bought some butter.
I'm still leaning on Canada. Okay, number 2.
Betty Butter bought some butter.
One more time.
Betty Butter bought some butter.
The way the butter was said almost sounded like an Indian accent. I don't know if is that possible? I mean, technically that is an English-speaking country, but they have technically like 2 first languages. So
I don't think they're natives. It depends. I think it's still like 2 languages. They have a million languages. Like depending on the area, Hindi, of course, would be like in New Delhi, I believe. That's where they speak it as a first. But then in Calcutta, how do you say it in English? There they have a completely different language. Are there native English speakers in India, or is it a second language? Because the way I thought it was second language.
does that count? Yeah? Okay, that's the way we will lean then for now.
'Kay.
Just to be on how
Cool,
butter was said.
cool.
Betty Butter bought some butter.
All right.
Butter, okay, she's got flapping. The double T flapped. like Americans do, but with a non-roti combination. Australia 100%. I appreciate her actually. 'Cause she's not even trying to hide it. At this point, next one, I would have had them say, "Oh no," because then it goes into, "Oh no."
We're down to 3. Okay, next. 4.
Again, there isn't a single Australian accent before you get mad at me. I understand, but that one is one of those.
Betty Potter bought some butter.
I still feel like you could be the fake American. Well, the real American faking something else is what I should be saying. Okay, 5.
Betty Potter bought some butter.
Why do I feel like 3 and 5?
Yeah, she's English.
One is British and one is Welsh because they sound heavily similar but slightly different, and I can never actually fully tell the differences between the two because
It can be
honestly,
difficult,
I
yeah.
haven't heard enough people from Welsh speak. Canada, India, maybe British, maybe Welsh. America
No, she's Australian.
faking something. Maybe British, maybe Welsh, and New Zealand.
Should I bother talking?
Should I bother talking? This guy's cool. She has made her mind.
Betty Potter bought some good butter.
Butter. I still think he's Scottish.
Sorry, you're so set, but I've just
Left out
forgotten.
of the end.
I'm like, he's not even
I
there.
want a participation ribbon at least.
That guy is awesome.
If you are in a country that is ran by a monarchy, say yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm off somewhere. All right, so 3's got to be British at this point. That's nailed. What else can I ask?
Really?
That'd be a good giveaway. How do you say the back of a car? You know, it goes like this.
The boot.
The boot
Yeah.
or the trunk.
The trunk.
The boot.
The boot.
The boot.
Okay, so soft voice has to be American or Canadian, but probably American based on previous statements. I'm sorry, I'm calling you soft voice. I don't have your names. So it's like,
Fine,
and
yeah.
the numbers are starting to get confusing. So it's there's too many people. I don't really know. We're just gonna make a mistake and guess it wrong. Yeah, how does everybody say McDonald's?
We say McDonald's or McD's
Or McD's?
I guess.
or Macca's.
Yeah, Macca's, Mackey's. But I don't know that we would say that.
We say Macca's.
We would say like McDonald's, Mickey D's. My gang likes
Mickey
to call it
D's.
Don's Bistro.
What? Can you elaborate on that?
Okay, so I'm going to skip the rest, but I want to know. So we're going to find out now. If you don't want me to spoil it and you want to continue, click the link in the description, pinned comment to check the full episode. And at that point, I'd say bye. Thank you for watching. But I want to know, so I'm going to spoil it in 5, 4, 3, 2, Muppet. Let's go. What have we got?
Right. Yeah.
I'm from Australia.
I'm from
I can look at you now. Hi.
South Africa. Good guess.
Okay, so she's South African, and everyone was thinking she was Canadian American. South Africans don't sound like that though. I've heard a lot of South Africans. Basically, the way they sound is kind of like someone who wants to speak as posh as possible, and it's almost unnatural. That's how I would describe a South African accent. So that was very
Yeah,
strange.
for her several times. Oh no, I put South Africa for you because you had more of like a non-distinct accent, and then you said
Wait.
pan. So Australia and then South Africa. Boom. Can we reveal it?
Yeah, I'm from South Africa. Good guess.
Thank God. Okay.
Maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about at this point. Let me know in the comments. Next.
Oh, you know, hi. Oh, can I look at everybody? Hi guys. Hello. Wow, that's why the soft voice. Okay, so South Africa,
I'm from Singapore.
Singapore. Oh my God.
Singapore, that would be difficult to guess, but once again, I wouldn't have put non-natives here, not to be discriminatory, but I would have done it at a separate episode. You know what I mean? I would have had a separate episode for non-natives, but
I didn't
whatever.
even think we could count that either. That's technically one that's like, well, most people speak 2 languages in Singapore. So I thought in my mind that didn't count.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I apologize for that.
No, it's fine.
Thanks.
I'm from Australia.
Australia.
Yeah, of course she's Australian. That's what I said. Of course. I mean, she says butter. She's got to be Australian. Come on.
Thank God. Yeah.
I'm from the US.
She's from the US. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Baseball.
I mean, she did say aluminum, so that one as well. Cool.
But like, you're also like Canada too.
Yeah.
You're both.
But I'm American today.
She's both.
I've got my passport. But nothing I said was based on Canada. It was all based on.
Okay, cool.
Right.
I'm from England.
You're from England.
Of course she's from England. Does she say where?
Okay, so yeah, I guess we're good. Technically, I mean, I already did offend a lot of people. but,
Yeah.
Like,
I will say that Welsh people are British, just in case. people get that.
No, of course. Yeah, Welsh people are British, but they're not English. Very good to point it out, by the way, because it's important to underline it.
But
Okay, because I know there's like okay.
Yeah.
It is another thing. I mean, if you're Scottish, you're British. If you're if you're Welsh, you're British. If it's all the British Isles, Great Britain, then it's another one. British doesn't mean English. That's actually a thing Americans do. British is not a synonymous for English. A Scottish accent is a British accent.
It's too complicated, so don't worry.
Cool.
You could have asked her, are you good at rugby? If she was from England, she sort of yes, and if she was from Wales, she would have said no.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Currently, sorry, Wales.
Yeah, well,
That's
They used to be.
doesn't matter. to
Having a
me,
bad
it's-
run.
I don't know.
right.
I'm from New Zealand, obviously. Yeah.
It was a good guess, but it didn't sound Kiwi to me. So it must be that, of course, it's area dependent. That's what it must mean, as is the case. But I think the sort of Kiwi accent that I'm usually exposed to, it's the one where they sound like, instead of saying edit, they would say eat it. I need to eat it. Or tin instead of ten. And then have becomes have. That's what I usually use to recognize a Kiwi accent, even if I'm not doing it right. I think I'm approximating it to a point where you can at least understand where I'm coming from. Anyways, that was a fun episode. Thanks for making it. Let me know if you guys could guess everything, it would be nice. The South African, completely, I had no idea. Thank you for watching.